Hey Pisces, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Sheila Divine's channel, what is up? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys are having a great January. So with that, I'm going to do something different this month, just for this month, but I'm going to leave my tarot cards out of it. I'm going to do what I think you guys need, not what I think you need to surrender, what the universe wants you to surrender for the second half of January, what is happening there. And then I'm just going to, read from the Oracle Wisdom deck. That'll be like your ending message. But I felt like really, really drawn to the Power of Surrender deck. I don't know what was happening, but I felt like this month I needed to talk about things that you guys needed to let go. So that was really, really coming up strong. So I just, I shuffled or whatever and got some few cards for you. So I'm just going to go through them. I'm going to talk about them, and then I'll do your Oracle card, and then it'll be your reading for January for the second half. So what's going on with Pisces? The first thing that comes up, it says surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to, okay, let me say this again. Whether you're addicted to substance, food, people, sex, or overthinking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So this is what tells me some of you are dealing with things that, you're addicted to. Again, whether that's food, people, sex, overworking, taking action. No, not taking action. There's something that most of you are addicted to, and it's not healthy. And what's happening is that when we're putting toxins into our body, it has a negative effect on us. So not only does it affect us, our minds, it affects our body as well. So I feel like that is what the message is for Pisces, is that look at your daily lifestyle. Even if you have to do a journal for a week, I know there's only a week left in January, but I feel like even if you, while you're listening to me, even if you think back for the second half of January, look at what have you been putting into your body. Have you been drinking more, maybe consuming more drugs, maybe just being a little bit out of control? How have you been feeling this month compared to previous months? Because I feel like for some of you, you might not be in the right place right now, because of something to do with an addiction. And I feel like a lot of you could even be using an addiction to, like, what I just heard was like using alcohol or drugs as a way to numb your pain so you don't have to feel. That could be one of the things, but that's definitely coming really strongly in, is the addiction. So going at the food thing, it could just be something as simple as watching what you're consuming, how much sugar, doing a food journal, anything like that. But, there is addictions here, and I feel like if you need help, it's about going to the right type of person that can help you deal with whatever you're going through. All right. So moving on, surrender obsessive thinking, Pisces, comes up too. If you're obsessing over a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So some of you could be overthinking a situation, like the card said. You could be thinking about a person, about trying to get this person to come back, trying to make it work out with this person. And I feel like what Spirit's saying is that, like, you can't control the situation. You can want this person so bad, but there's obstacles, there's blockages here, Pisces. So it's being in this place where you have to leave it up to Spirit, allow Spirit to happen. You got to get out of your own head. Being in your own head is not helping you right now. And I feel like because you're overthinking everything, and because you could be turning to drugs or alcohol or something like that to numb the pain, to not think about what's going on in your life, it's negatively affecting you right now. So for the second half of, January, I would advise you to really feel your feelings right now. You really need to understand what's triggering you, what's happening in your mind, what's going on in your body. And I mean, we have surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So you have to surrender worrying. And some of you are really worrying. Like, you're really worrying about whether someone's going to come back, whether someone's going to want you, whether someone's going to like you. And it's kind of like, what, if that person doesn't like you, for your flaws, then why do you want them anyways? Like, so there's something here where it's like, you need to just leave everything to the universe, leave everything to spirit. Try not to be too much in your head in January. Make a commitment to want more for your life. Like your anxiety's through the roof, because you're worrying so much. You're in your head. You're thinking too much, and you're turning to things that you don't need to be turning to, Pisces. So it's being in this place where half of this could even be triggered because you have low self-esteem and you need to surrender that. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So this could, I just heard this, but it could be triggered from a past relationship. Maybe some of you were in a really abusive, emotionally abusive relationship. Maybe it was physical. And I've been down the emotional one where, you feel unworthy, you feel unloved, and you constantly have that in the back of your mind. So every relationship you get into, you're kind of waiting to see if this person's going to actually stick around. But that's not the mindset to have, Pisces. So you got to be in this place where you got to understand what's triggering you right now, what's making you feel the way that you are. It could even be something that has happened to you in your childhood, and now for whatever reason in January, you feel like you're not deserving of things. You feel like you don't deserve love. You don't deserve happiness. And that's a problem because you're in this place now of, needing to understand that you are so worthy of love. You are so worthy of abundance. You are so worthy of having it all. But you got to surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. You got to listen to your body in January for the second half, Pisces. You know what you need. You know what you want. You know what you're going after. If you're in a situation right now where it's negative, where someone's making you feel unworthy, where someone's making you feel like you're not worth it, then you got to ask yourself, is that situation even worth it for you? So with that, let's get into your oracle cards. They're going to be fast and sweet. Time to go. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience this far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. Relationship message. It's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. Which makes sense because someone has you in your head, someone has you really worried, someone has you into this place where, again, you don't feel like you're worthy, you don't feel like you're good enough for something, and that's causing you to go towards drugs, alcohol, or a food addiction. Like you're eating your emotions. So the second card says mending, forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow that hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal, the pain, the memories, the echoes. Couldn't get it. Of resentment and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and make amends to others. Set yourself free. Relationship message. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiences the effect of hurt that is impacting everything you do. Even if you're not aware of it, the energy needs to clear. What must you do is bridge this gap. Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So yeah, mend what you need to mend with this person. If this is a situation, if this is a person, Pisces, mend what you need to mend with them. If you know that this person's not good for you, don't wish bad things on them. Don't wish bad intentions on them. No, for sure. Do what you need to do, but some of you need to walk away from something is not for you, And even if it's just for the time being, even if it's just so you can get your shit together, there comes a point where you got to ask yourself, am I worried about something? Could be something they're doing, could be something you're just overthinking or obsessively thinking, but something is triggering you to have an addiction. And it could be caused because you don't feel worthy of anything. I want to say that you don't feel worthy of love. You don't feel worthy of this new beginning, but you got to listen to your body. Your intuition and your gut are telling you what you need to do right now. All right, Pisces. So quick and easy, but that is what I have for you guys for the second half of January. You guys take care of yourself. Sending you all love and light. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.